Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's Kevin the Full Metal Ginger. First video 2018, man. I just felt like I needed a break there for a while after the end of the year list, but feeling good, feeling fresh, ready to start cranking out some more videos. I've got a whole stack of black metal albums here that I've been meaning to show for at least probably 3 months. A couple of them I've had a little bit longer than that. I understand if you've seen these albums before, they're not anything you don't know, or at least the bands are bands that you don't know, but you know, I don't really care. I'm just want to talk about what I want to talk about, and if you don't like it, that's fine. I understand your position, and if you want to hang out, man. I appreciate it either way. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this, man. I've tried to record this 1,000 times today at least. Getting frustrated. Maybe I'm just out of practice and out of fucking rhythm where I haven't been doing videos in so long. I don't know. Don't really care. We're going to knock this out, by God. Listening to Angelcorpse-Exterminate. Their 1998 release, second overall in terms of full lengths. Everyone likes to say this is their favorite and their best. I would kind of concur. It's a really good album, but I'm still more like Hammer of Gods, which I came in on Hammer of Gods, so maybe that's why I prefer that one a little bit more. But I'm not to knock that one. And I'm sure we've listened to this album before. Maybe even talked about it. I can't keep up with shit anymore, dudes. We're getting old. Alright, the first one I have for you, all black metal, as I've said before. If I didn't say that, fuck, I can't remember that either. Reissue from last year, and a really killer one. It's one that's eluded me, and I'm sure it's eluded quite a few other people until this reissue came out, which was back in October, I believe. This is Goatmoon-Death before Dishonour, 2004 full-length, I believe debut full-length. Originally came out in 2004. This is, like I said, the 2017 reissue. Werewolf Records did, I believe, every single, both the original releases and maybe there's a couple in there here and there, or one that wasn't released by Werewolf, but as far as I'm aware, they took at least most of them, put at least most of them out. Finished black metal, if you don't know, which you should know, I believe everyone does by now. One-man project. This is really cool. It's sounds a bit like the Satanic Warmaster black metal commando stuff. Okay, where that album's kind of, or the compilation's kind of broken down into chapters. It's kind of like that middle section where it's gone from like decently produced to pretty raw. It's not gone fully over the edge yet, so it's kind of like right there in the middle. It sounds almost identical. The music sounds really good. It's very well written. Yeah, but it still sounds like it was recorded directly into a boombox. Little tiny fucking speakers and all that kind of thing. Yeah, man, really kick-ass album. It's nice to finally have a reissue of this, because I know this has eluded me and quite a few people for a long damn time. And I know at least 2 years after the original came out, they put out a vinyl version. And what was cool about that one is that, I mean, it came with the poster, and I believe it came with the poster. I know it had the inner sheet, and it also came with a pro-style CDR, which was odd, but it had, as far as I recall or understand, it had a, I guess an EP recorded sometime between 04 and 05, and as far as my information tells me, you can't get that anywhere else except for that reissue, or that vinyl version. So that would be cool if they were able to reissue that and put that out and get that EP out to us too, just some extra material. But the vinyl was only limited to 110 copies, so I'm sure that was gone almost instantaneously, because I've never seen anyone have it. If they do, I wasn't aware of it, but it's whatever, man. I'm just glad it finally got reissued. I'm just saying, long story short, it'd be nice to have a vinyl reissue as well. Sounds great, man. Love every bit of it. Nothing much comes with it. The only difference is, I mean, you do have this artwork on this version, and there's a couple other versions that had this artwork, this photo. But I want to say this is just a blown-up version here of the original art, which I think it is. I mean, it looks like it to me. It's very close, if not, because the old dude was in the forest. I remember that. But yeah, there you go, some Redhead metal. Awesome shit. So yeah, another one to have off the list, have that crossed out. I still prefer Finished Steel Storm, but this is it's up there for sure in terms of Goatmoon. That's Death Before Dishonour. Great to finally have that. Next one, man. This is one of my favorite albums in all of black metal. Not just, you know, talking about certain subgenres, but in all of black metal. I adore this album. I adore the band, really. I mean, even their demos I think are kick-ass. I've not heard anything, and I'm not listening to all of it, but I've not heard anything from this project that I didn't like. And this one's kind of the culmination of all that. This is Abyssic Hate. Suicidal Emotions. And I know that's like the weirdest album title. It makes it seem like really emo and depressive in that style, or in that sense. But I mean, I don't know. It's just, I always thought that was kind of a funny album title. But I mean, don't let it fool you. It's definitely really, really kick-ass, man. Some spellbinding, entrancing, hypnotic black metal. I love everything about it. The way it's written, the production on it, the way everything flows together, the songwriting, everything is done perfectly, in my opinion. Just, again, I love everything about it. What was I going? Oh yeah, it's like I said, it's a depressive suicidal, but to me it's not like that far over the edge like you would have with some of these other bands. This is more like, okay, you've got your traditional black metal and then you got your depressive shit. It's kind of like rides in the middle somewhere in terms of sound, at least. I mean, it's noticeably slower, but it's also doesn't really go completely over the edge, if that makes sense whatsoever. I have no idea what version this is. It originally came out in 2000 on No Colors Records. I want to say this might be it, but I mean, really, I cannot find any identifying numbers or anything that really tell me conclusively. So I don't know. It could be a bootleg for all I know. A couple interesting things. The album is dedicated to Henrik Mobus from Absurd. However you guys feel about him, I don't know. I don't personally care. I mean, it's whatever to me. And I know a lot of people have seemed to think that Shane Rout was this dude on the cover here, but it's not him. According to my information, it's some dude from, I think he used to play bass and do vocals for a Norwegian funeral doom band called Funeral. And yeah, this was apparently taken 3 years before his suicide, so I don't know. That's just one thing about it that I've had to find out. Because I don't really look up these things, man. I like to look up where the music, you know, how it was written, when it was written, and all that kind of thing. And that's really about as far as I go. I don't tend to jump right into it. I do love this tag here, though. It says appropriate listening mode, maximum volume. Fuck yeah. But I don't know. And what's cool about this one is the debut full length and the only full length Abyssic Hate has put out. And but you would think it'd only be an EP. It's only got 4 songs on here, but goddamn, these are some long fucking songs, man. You got one at 12, one at 11, almost 12. Then you have like the weird one. It's only like 7.5, and the last one's 17.5 minutes. Like, goddamn. I mean, for a 4-track full length, it comes in at just under 50 minutes, I believe. So that's pretty fucking crazy. But I mean, everything about this I love. It's another album that you get yourself in the right state of mind. It'll kind of grip you a little bit better, which this one got me from the start anyway. But I mean, you put yourself in that state of mind, it just makes it a little bit better, a little bit more intense. So really cool shit, man. If you guys don't know Abyssic Hate, please go check them out. I'm sure most of you do, so I'm just, you know, not preaching to the crowd by any stretch of the imagination. But awesome shit, man. That's Suicidal Emotions, Abyssic Hate. One of my favorite black metal albums ever. Alright, next up we have, another one-man project, and this one is going to be like, yeah, everyone knows this band. This is, so I'll try not to ramble too much about it. This is Judas Iscariot-Thy Dying Light. It originally came out in 1996. This is the 2000 Moribund reissue, which I got a few things to fucking bitch about that, but I'll get to that in a minute. Again, U.S. black metal out of Illinois, I believe. The band is no longer around, ended sometime in 2003, I believe. You got ridiculously long song titles, which were just kind of like borderline pretentious, but that's just whatever. It's really got a Transylvanian Hunger, Panzerfaust era Dark Throne vibe going. I mean, it's very, very, very similar. It's not, I mean, it's really pretty much, at least on this, it's pretty much, you know, Dark Throne worship, but I don't know, there's a couple things here and there that kind of makes it stand out a little bit more. It's a bit sloppy from time to time, which I don't really care when it comes to black metal or like really raw type of music at all. I think it kind of gives it some character, but the drums are out of time here and there. I mean, there's a few mistakes in it, but like I said, I don't really care as long as it's not like blatantly bad, you know what I mean? But still a really well put together album, very well done. First 3 tracks are really, really long, like I think between 8 and 10 minutes, and then the last tracks, I don't think there's one that's over 6, so it's like he put all his eggs into one basket, and then like, oh shit, I only got 3 songs here, and we'll throw some of these in here. So I don't know if that's what happened, but I don't know. But another thing on here, it's got it's a CDR, It's a CD-ROM, back when those were the thing. You know, this came out in 2000, which has a live track of The Heavens Drop with Human Gore, which came out on their follow-up to this album, which I cannot remember the fucking name of it right off the top of my head. I should have wrote it down, but I forgot to. But it's whatever. Yeah, man, I've really enjoyed this album. I've listened to this constantly. There is one thing I need to bitch about, though, and I don't know whose fault this was, if it was the band or Moribund doing this. I don't know, this just kind of pisses me off. But, okay, you have an ad here, and again, it is for Judas Iscariot. That's fine, I get that. But why did you print it on the book? Can't you just put a flyer in here? I mean, goddamn, Century Media does that shit all the time. There's so many labels that just throw in a flyer with your CD. So I cannot stand stupid shit like this. Just print it on the damn flyer. There's no need for shit like this. That just bothers me. I don't like that shit. But I mean, that's really my only knock on it. Well, there's kind of another one. I mean, I understand with reissues, you know, a lot of these albums are changing cover arts. But this is so similar to the original. It was like, what's the point? On the original, seriously, you have a tree out front. I think the original was hand-drawn, maybe, though. That might have been the difference. And there's a castle type of shape in the background. And that's pretty much the whole thing that's going on here. So, like, why even bother changing it? It's the same concept, same style of art. I mean, the colors are the same, too. It's just all black and white, and I don't know. I think the logo, instead of being in gold, was in white, so that might have been the only other difference. But whatever, man. Still a really cool album. Just I had a few bitches to say about it, but it would have been cool if Judas Iscariot had been able to continue, because I really enjoy his music. He did a really good job. Everything's really well done here. I mean, it's Dark Throne worship, but it's still really well executed, really well written. But that's just what I have to say about it. It's Judas Iscariot, The Dying Light. I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of this video if I'm getting over the flu or not, because I am. So if I start hacking my ass off, I apologize. We've still got 2 more albums to go. This next one is a demo, and it's pretty much the same demo that had been put out 2 times before this one. So it's kind of one of those, it's like, I don't understand the point of it, but I'm glad it is put out, because, I mean, it's good music, don't get me wrong there, but it's like, why you put out the same demo 3 times? I don't know. This is Vlad Tepes with, Dans Notre Chute, I guess. I don't speak French. French black metal, 2-piece band this time. I don't know how you guys will feel about this, but I'm kind of reminded of, like, Drowning the Light, honestly. Drowning the Light and, like, some early Graveland. And, I mean, I probably would throw in Mutilation in there as well, and it's not really because of the French connection. I know they're in that fucking Black Circle, Black Legion, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care. I'm just in it for the music, man. I don't give a shit what you do with your little crews and all that, but I don't know, but that's kind of the vibe I get from it. It's pretty much this, I don't want to say it's the same, but I mean, you kind of got elements of all 3 of those bands going on here, which are all some of my favorite bands when it comes to black metal. Really killer fucking demo here. The complaint about it is, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I mean, okay, Vlad Tepes had the, what is it, the Brouillons 1 and 2, those 2 demos, which had the first 4 tracks off of this, were the only 4 tracks on those 2. So I guess they re-recorded them for part 2. Okay, you put it on part 1, you re-record it for part 2, and then I guess they re-recorded it again, which this is technically part 3, but this one they added 2 more songs. Okay, so that's, I know that sounds confusing, but it's like, what was even the point of that? I mean, I get re-recording music, but the version sounds so incredibly similar, it's like, there's really no point in doing that. Just, I don't know, just put 2 more songs on here and just call it a day, but I don't know, it's whatever. It's still well done. I'm glad they did it. It's just kind of weird that they did those 3 consecutively, and I don't know, it's just crazy. But I mean, it's whatever. Vlad Tepes never even put out a full length as far as I'm aware. But yeah, man, this is another band that's, I don't think is around anymore. I know Vlad has done, he was in Recluse. I think he's still in Recluse, but they're on hold because I think the other dude is in the army or something. As far as I'm aware. And then I think most recently he's been doing a band, he's been doing vocals and I think violin for a band that I would love to mention, but I can't possibly pronounce their name. Starts with a V. I don't know, I can't talk in that fucking all consonant fucking language. But yeah, man, this is really cool. Glad to have some Vlad Tepes finally. It's just, again, another one of those bands that have just eluded me for the longest time. Not eluded me, but I just, okay, I've got these 15,000 bands I need to look into and start getting their shit, and this is just one of those that kind of got left behind. So, but yeah, really cool, man. Great demo, great fucking band. Vlad Tepes, Dans Notre, Chute. Whatever. This one, you guys are going to kick me in the balls. I don't know why it took so long to get this. I mean, it's like every time I went, okay, what am I buying today? Oh, there's one. I still need to get that one. Oh, fuck, look at all this. Forget all about it. But it's, I don't know. It's not that I've never listened to it. I've listened to it 100 times before I ever got around to picking it up. But finally have it in my possession. Fucking stoked for it. Caladan Brood, Echoes of Battle. Amazing U.S. epic atmospheric black metal. Okay, I understand that this is about battle, and like you got the the Malazan Book of the Fallen series, which I guess is like some Lord of the Rings type of fantasy shit, which I don't know, I don't care. I get my own vibe and perspective from it, but I need to take this with me up into the Blue Ridge Parkway and just ride around on that son of a bitch and listen to this. Okay, when it comes to this style of black metal, I just can't seem to just listen to it all willy-nilly, just whenever. I kind of need to be in like the right state of mind when it comes to this, because I don't know. I mean, I like Summoning, Sojourner, however the fuck you say it. This, I really like it. Don't get me wrong, don't think I hate it, but it's like I can't just pop it in and listen to it. But when you go riding the Blue Ridge Parkway, especially if it's like cloudy out, I don't want to say completely overcast, but if it's got kind of the mist going, trust me, if you've ever been there or if you've ever been around mountains, this is the perfect shit to listen to when you're doing that kind of thing. I would love to take this riding up to Mount Mitchell, man. If any of you saw the photos I put up on Facebook of me going up to Mount Mitchell last summer with my family, this is the shit you need to have playing in the stereo on the way there. Fucking amazing, man. Like I said, I need to be in the right state of mind, in the right place to just listen to it, but when I am in that state of mind, it just clicks so much better than normally. But I'm trying to paint a picture for you without a fucking brush, so you guys understand where I'm coming from, I hope. This is the band's only release, so it would be really cool to have at least another demo or an EP come out, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing there. Yeah, just what I get from it is like the beauty of shady forest and, I don't know, like mist-shrouded mountains, you know what I'm saying? They just really have a flawless way of painting atmosphere. It's kind of got the epic vibe in there too, but I mean, and I get that it's more like battle axes and spears and shit, but I mean, that's not how I feel about it when I listen to it. Just the artwork on here really sums up how I feel about it. Just look at the artwork, and that's the kind of music you're getting when you listen to this, so I don't know, man. I hope that I'm getting through to you guys. I know you all might have a different perspective on it, but that's just the way I feel about it. So, yeah, I'm just going to quit rambling because I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. That's Caladan Brood, Echoes of Battle. Sorry, I'm dying. Alright, so that's all I got for you today. I got like 3 more updates lined up for you. I have a Holy Grail coming in, and I've been really on the old school music, so I can't wait to show you some of these updates I got. But yeah, that's really it, man. Those will be coming up here in the next couple weeks. Really appreciate you guys watching. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you want. I'd really appreciate that. There's a link below. You can subscribe while you're there. Would really appreciate that. Yeah, that's all I got, man. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Keep supporting extreme fucking metal.